Hello and welcome to Amazing Aircraft. In this video, we're going to take a look at one of the most versatile and unique combat aircraft ever built, the AV-8B Harrier II. The Harrier II is a second-generation vertical or short takeoff and landing jet aircraft that can operate from aircraft carriers, amphibious assault ships, and forward bases. It is the latest development of the Harrier family, which originated in the UK in the 1960s as the first operational vertical or short takeoff and landing jet in the world. The Harrier II is derived from the AV-8A, which was a joint project between the US and the UK in the 1970s and 1980s. The Harrier II has a larger wing, a more powerful engine, and advanced avionics that make it a formidable attack aircraft. But what makes the Harrier II so special? How does it perform its amazing feats of flight? And what are some of the missions and conflicts that it has participated in? Are you ready to dive into its story? Then buckle up, and let's go. The story of the AV-8B Harrier II began in the early 1970s when the United States and the United Kingdom decided to join forces to improve the first-generation Harrier, which had entered service with the Royal Air Force and the U.S. Marine Corps in the late 1960s. The original Harrier, also known as the AV-8A in the U.S., was a revolutionary aircraft that could take off and land vertically using vectored thrust from its Pegasus engine. However, it had some limitations, such as low payload, short range, and poor cockpit visibility. The two countries wanted to create a more capable version of the Harrier, with a larger wing, a more powerful engine, and advanced avionics. The project was unofficially named AV-16A, as it aimed to double the AV-8's payload and range. However, the project ran into trouble when the British government pulled out of the program in 1975 due to budget cuts and a low requirement of only 60 aircraft for the Royal Air Force. The US was unwilling to fund the development alone, and the project was cancelled later that year. But that was not the end of the story. McDonnell Douglas, the American company that had acquired the license to produce the Harrier in the US, continued to work on a modified version of the AV-8A, using its funds and catering to the needs of the US Marine Corps. The company redesigned the entire airframe of the Harrier, incorporating numerous structural and aerodynamic changes, such as a raised cockpit, a longer fuselage, a taller tail, and a new one-piece wing made of composite materials. The new aircraft also retained the same Pegasus engine as the AV-8A but with some improvements. The result was the AV-8B Harrier II, which made its maiden flight in November 1981. But what about the British? Did they abandon the Harrier altogether? Not quite. In 1981, British Aerospace, the successor of Hawker Siddeley, the original manufacturer of the Harrier, rejoined the program as a subcontractor after being impressed by the lower cost and higher performance of the AV-8B. The British government also ordered a variant of the AV-8B for the Royal Air Force, designated as the British Aerospace Harrier II GR5, GR7, and GR9. This variant differed from the American version, such as an additional missile pylon on each wing and a different cockpit layout. The British Aerospace Harrier II flew in April 1984 and entered service with the Royal Air Force in 1989. The AV-8B Harrier II was the result of a long and complex collaboration between the US and the UK, which overcame many challenges and setbacks along the way. The aircraft significantly improved over the first-generation Harrier. They proved to be versatile and effective combat aircraft in many conflicts worldwide. The AV-8B Harrier II is a subsonic attack aircraft that can perform light attack or multi-role missions, ranging from close air support of ground troops to armed reconnaissance. The United States Marine Corps, the Spanish Navy, and the Italian Navy primarily employ the aircraft. The AV-8B is a single-engine aircraft that has a unique feature. It can take off and land vertically or on short runways, using vectored thrust from its engine. This means that the AV-8B can operate from places conventional aircraft cannot, such as aircraft carriers, amphibious assault ships, and forward operating bases. But how does the AV-8B achieve this amazing feat of flight? The secret lies in its engine and its nozzles. The AV-8B is powered by a Rolls-Royce Pegasus turbofan engine with 2 intakes and 4 synchronized vectorable nozzles close to its turbine. 2 of these nozzles are located near the front, cold end of the engine, and 2 are near the rear, hot end. By changing the angle of these nozzles, the pilot can direct the thrust of the engine in different directions, allowing the aircraft to hover, fly backward, or perform other maneuvers. The AV-8B also has smaller valve-controlled nozzles in the nose, tail, and wingtips to provide control at low airspeeds. The AV-8B results from a major redesign of the original Harrier, incorporating numerous structural and aerodynamic changes to improve its performance and capabilities. One of the most noticeable changes is the wing, which is larger, thicker, and made of composite materials. The wing has a high lift configuration, with flaps that deploy automatically when maneuvering and drooped ailerons. The wing also has an additional hardpoint on each side, giving the aircraft 7 hardpoints to carry weapons and external fuel tanks. The wing allows the AV-8B to carry a payload of 4,200 kilograms of weapons, including air-to-air, air-to-surface, anti-ship missiles, and unguided and guided bombs. Another significant change is the cockpit, which is elevated by 27 centimeters and redesigned to improve the visibility and comfort of the pilot. The cockpit has a large cathode ray tube multi-purpose display, which shows various information such as radar warning, weapon delivery, and navigation. The cockpit also has a wide head-up display, which projects important data onto the windshield. The pilot sits on a 0-0 ejection seat, meaning they can eject from a stationary aircraft at 0 altitude. The pilot controls the aircraft using a hands-on throttle and stick system, which reduces the need to look down or reach for switches. The pilot also uses a voice command system, which allows them to issue instructions to the aircraft using spoken words. The AV-8B has a number of other features that enhance its combat effectiveness and survivability. The aircraft has a nose-mounted AN/ASB-19 angle rate bombing system, which combines a TV imager and laser tracker to provide a highly accurate targeting capability. The aircraft also has a forward-looking infrared camera, which uses thermal imaging to identify objects by their heat signatures. The aircraft can also carry a lightning targeting pod, which provides additional sensors and data link capabilities. The aircraft has several defensive systems, such as chaff and flare dispensers, radar warning receivers, and jammer pods. The aircraft can also receive additional fuel via aerial refueling using the probe and drogue system. The AV-8B Harrier II is a remarkable aircraft with a unique design, advanced features, and capabilities. The aircraft is a testament to the ingenuity and innovation of the engineers and pilots who developed and operated it. The AV-8B has proven itself in many missions and operations, demonstrating its versatility and effectiveness. The AV-8B Harrier II entered service with the United States Marine Corps in January 1985, replacing the older AV-8A, McDonnell Douglas A-4 Skyhawk, and Ling Temco Vought A-7 Corsair II. The U.S. Marine Corps was the main operator of the Harrier II, using it for light attack or multi-role missions, ranging from close air support of ground troops to armed reconnaissance. The Harrier II was also adopted by the Spanish Navy and the Italian Navy, which operated the aircraft from their aircraft carriers and amphibious assault ships. The British military also used the British Aerospace Harrier II, a variant of the AV-8B developed for the Royal Air Force, until 2010. The AV-8B Harrier II saw extensive action in the Gulf War of 1990 to 1991, where it proved its strategic importance and combat effectiveness. The aircraft was deployed on ships such as the USS Nassau and Tarawa and at onshore bases, flying over 3,000 sorties and delivering over 4,000 tons of ordnance. The Harrier II was able to operate from forward bases close to the front lines, providing rapid and flexible air support for the US-led coalition forces. The Harrier II also demonstrated its versatility by performing various roles, such as air interdiction, suppression of enemy air defenses, battlefield air interdiction, and combat air patrol. The Harrier II had a high availability rate of over 90% and was praised by U.S. Army General Norman Schwarzkopf as one of the 7 crucial weapons in the war. However, Harrier II also suffered some losses, as enemy surface-to-air missiles shot down 5 aircraft, and 2 pilots were killed. The Harrier II continued to serve in the Middle East after the Gulf War, participating in Operation Southern Watch, which enforced the no-fly zone over Iraq from 1992 to 2003. The Harrier II also took part in Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan in 2001, supporting the U.S. and Allied ground forces by conducting airstrikes, reconnaissance, and other missions. The Harrier II also participated in the Iraq War in 2003, where it acted primarily in support of U.S. Marine Corps ground units. The Harrier II flew over 2,000 sorties and achieved a high mission-capable rate of 85%. The Harrier II also used its advanced sensors and weapons, such as the Lightning Targeting Pod and the Joint Direct Attack Munition, to deliver precision-guided munitions on enemy targets. The Harrier II also operated in close support roles for friendly tanks and infantry, often in urban environments, where extreme accuracy and coordination were required. The Harrier II also took part in Operation Allied Force in Kosovo in 1999, where it conducted airstrikes on the Serbian army and paramilitary forces. The British Harrier IIs also took part in Operation Unified Protector in Libya in 2011, where they enforced the no-fly zone and attacked the forces of Muammar Gaddafi. The Harrier II also performed humanitarian and contingency operations, such as in Somalia, Rwanda, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Albania, providing fixed-wing air cover and armed reconnaissance. The Harrier II also successfully defended the downed F-15E pilot in Libya in 2011 and later struck Islamic State targets in Iraq and Syria in 2014. The AV-8B Harrier II is scheduled to be replaced by the F-35B Lightning II, a variant of the F-35 that is a fifth-generation stealth vertical or short takeoff and landing aircraft with improved performance and capabilities. The U.S. Marine Corps began replacing the Harrier II with the F-35B in 2016 and plans to retire the Harrier II by 2025. The Spanish and Italian navies are also expected to replace their Harrier IIs with the F-35B in the future. The AV-8B Harrier II is a remarkable aircraft that has served the United States and its allies for over 3 decades, participating in numerous military and humanitarian operations and proving its versatility and effectiveness. The Harrier II has faced challenges and losses but has overcome them with courage and resilience. The Harrier II will soon be retired, but its legacy will live on in the history and future of aviation. The AV-8B Harrier II has been in service with the United States Marine Corps, the Spanish Navy, and the Italian Navy since the mid-1980s. The aircraft has participated in numerous military and humanitarian operations during its operational history, proving its versatility and effectiveness. However, the Harrier II has faced challenges and criticisms, especially regarding its high accident rate and safety issues. According to various sources, the Harrier II has had an accident rate 3 times that of the Corps' FA-18s. As of July 2013, approximately 110 aircraft have been damaged beyond repair since the type entered service in 1985, the first accident occurring in March 1985. The Los Angeles Times reported in 2003 that the Harrier family had the highest rate of major accidents among military aircraft in service at that time, with 148 accidents and 45 people killed. The Harrier II is also nearing the end of its service life. A new generation of vertical or short takeoff and landing aircraft is replacing it, the F-35B Lightning II. The F-35B Lightning II is a fifth-generation stealth vertical or short takeoff and landing aircraft offering improved performance and capabilities over the Harrier II. The F-35B is part of the Joint Strike Fighter program, which aims to develop a common aircraft for the U.S. Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps, and several international partners. The F-35B is designed to operate from small aircraft carriers, amphibious assault ships, and forward operating bases, just like the Harrier II, but with greater stealth, range, payload, and survivability. The U.S. Marine Corps began replacing the Harrier II with the F-35B in 2016 and plans to retire the Harrier II by 2025. The U.S. Marine Corps has ordered 353 F-35Bs, which will form the backbone of its fixed-wing aviation. The F-35B will also replace the F/A-18 Hornet and the EA-6B Prowler in the U.S. Marine Corps inventory. The Spanish and Italian navies are also expected to replace their Harrier IIs with the F-35B. Spain has expressed interest in buying 15 F-35Bs. In comparison, Italy has ordered 30 F-35Bs, which will operate from its aircraft carriers Cavour and Giuseppe Garibaldi. The retirement of the Harrier II will mark the end of an era in aviation history. The Harrier II was the first combat aircraft to employ carbon fiber composite materials extensively, use the hands-on throttle and stick control principle, and have a digital cockpit. The Harrier II was also the most successful vertical or short takeoff and landing aircraft, demonstrating its unique capabilities in various environments and scenarios. The Harrier II was a testament to the ingenuity and innovation of the engineers and pilots who developed and operated it. It was a reminder of the risks and responsibilities of flying such a complex and demanding machine. The Harrier II will soon be retired, but its legacy will live on in the history and future of aviation. The Harrier II has inspired and influenced many other aircraft designs, such as the Yakovlev Yak 1-for-1, the Mitsubishi F2, and the F-35B. The Harrier II has also left a lasting impression on the public imagination, appearing in many books, movies, and video games. The Harrier II will always be remembered as one of the most amazing aircraft ever created. That's it for this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. The sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. Thanks for watching, see you next time.